Okay, fellas, just a very quick one. I spoke about food on the video, but I didn't actually show you anything. So you should be thinking about buying food and whatnot. Obviously, it needs to all be non-perishable, which is like you can see here, or long-lasting at least. So here you've got your food groups. So your slow-release carbs, which are here, your main carb group. You've got your fats and protein, and you've got your quick-release sugars there. So these are going to be the main things we're dealing with, so I'll go through everything individually. So the biggest group is the slow-release carbs, because obviously we're walking, it's a lot of energy expended. These are the sort of things you need. Noodles are great. All they need is pour hot water into them and you can eat them. These as well are good because you don't even need a receptacle to put them in. You can just literally pour hot water into the sachet bag and eat it. Bearing in mind you want to bring as well as spork or something like that to eat this all with. I don't know if I mentioned that before. I've bought here, probably, in general I probably overbought. There's, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things here. Bearing in mind we're going from Saturday morning through to Monday afternoon in terms of meals we need, so that's still a fair amount of calories. We're looking at here 2.5 days roughly worth of eating, so that needs to be bared in mind. The next thing, I've got brioche. This is only because Lidl didn't have saurine. I would recommend highly saurine if you can get your hands on it. I still might go and get it because it's very good carbs. Saurine is very dense, but something like this where it doesn't matter if it gets scrunched up, that's a good substitute. Cup of soup. These are good just because they've got goodness, nutrition in them, and they're edible warm. Doesn't take long to make them either. You just literally again pour hot water into it. And crucially, oats. So this is a 6-pack of oats. These Quaker oats. These are good again. These sachets because they're quick. All you need to do is pour hot water into them, and then they're good to go. You can also, with these little packets, if you don't want to faff about receptacles and whatnot, you can just pour the hot water into here, although that is a bit precarious. So that's all of my carbs. These are the sort of things you want to get, not like pasta. That's more of a DV, like actual penne pasta, stuff like that. That's more of a DV thing. Don't bring actual loaves of bread. Like this is fine because it's compact and they're eatable in small slices. Things like a loaf of bread would be ridiculous. No baguettes, no croissants or anything like that. No crisps. They will just pop and whatnot. It won't be good. Next thing I'll move on to is the quick release carbs. So here, this is going to be my breakfast because we're going to be eating breakfast on the move. We're not going to because in the morning it's going to be quite nippy and cold. The first thing we want to do is get the body respiring and increase your internal temperature. With that, I've got squeezable honey because this is good to go with these, and also you can just squeeze them, like just down it, chug it in the morning to get some energy. These as well, these are golden. These crepes, again individually packaged. Doesn't matter if they get scrunched up or whatnot, and they're going to keep as well. These are good Mars bars. They get used a lot on these kind of things. Don't overbuy, and also, yes, I've got a few of them, but don't rely on these as your main source of energy. They're a good quick release in case for when we do short, sharp activities, or if your morale's low and you're starting to go down. They're good, but don't purely rely on it. You see how I have this in those Mars bars in the context of all of this. This is your diesel, if you like, and then this is your petrol starter fuel. Yeah, so don't rely on sweet stuff. Things not to bring in terms of slow release. They're all pretty good. Bags of sweets, I mean, they're all right. Haribo's kind of cringe, but the whole thing with this is a bit of trial and error. So up to you. In a way, don't bring jars of spread like Nutella. Trying to think of other things. But yeah, keep it sensible. Things of this concept where it's in a nice individual packet so it won't explode. Next thing, proteins and fats. So the mainstay here is my chorizo, the battle sausage. These are great. They're in these nice, convenient packets that you can close down. And these are durable. You can chop them up and put them in. So my plan is to chop those up prior as well, so I don't have to do it out in the field, and then mix them in with my noodles and make a good nutritious meal. You can also just eat them as a snack in one go. The same with these Polish things, whatever they're called, kemnosy. The salted peanuts, again, good as a snack. I'm going to put these into sealable bags, like the ones you get in the airport, the ones that I showed you, it's waterproof. Because if bags like this, once they're open, they'll obviously spill everywhere. So, sealable bag for those, and they're a good source of energy, slow release as well. The cheese is more of an experimental thing. I don't recommend this particularly. I've just bought it because I thought, why not? Go crazy. This kind of cheese as well, because it's obviously very synthetic and isn't going to go off quickly, and it's individually packaged afterwards as well. But I don't particularly recommend that. I just thought I'd try it out. One thing I've not got here is, apart from the soup, is hot drinks. So what I'm going to do, similar to the peanuts, I'm just going to get the coffee I've got at home and empty it into little baggies. Then I can pour that into my hot water for whatever use I use it for. Obviously, this is why we bring 5 litres of water too, so that we can actually cook all these things, and then we don't waste the water, which is another thing we'll learn. But yeah. For 2.5 days or two odd days, 5 litres of water is only just about enough, so you can't afford to just like throw out starchy water. You need to consume it all. But that's neither here. That's another story. Any questions about food or whatnot? If you're not sure about stuff, just give me a message. But that's about it. God bless.